It's a beautiful Saturday here at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I'm Kim Stanwood, Terranova. I have the joy of seeing you every week. And today I have the double joy of bringing Roxanne to you. Roxanne's from Santa Cruz, California.
That's right.
And I've been blessed to be with her all week long and watch her transformations in class. But I think she has a lot more to share with you about everything else that occurred for her here. So relax and embrace this beautiful soul. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm
New
Saturday,
person.
right? How are you?
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you for saying yes to be right here. Tell me, I want to know where wonderful comes from, and also how you got to Rythmia, like those two pieces.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the easy one, how I got here.
Okay, great.
So I got here, a friend of mine, a dear friend. Actually, this was synchronicity from the get-go.
Okay.
She had just come home, was at the airport.
From Rythmia.
Yes.
Wow.
And I phoned her and I said, I think I'm ready to do something different. And she said, I'm standing in the airport. I just got back from Rythmia. You need to go.
What a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
And talk about timing.
Well, which I wasn't really paying attention to at the time.
Sure.
But now I'm paying a lot more attention. And it just feels like, oh, well, that was the beginning of, yes, you're supposed to be here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you tell her we said thank you?
Yeah, I will. Jane.
Jane, was I blessed to be with her?
Yes,
Oh,
probably.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell us, you just said, I said, how are you? You said, wonderful. So, expand on wonderful, what that is to you today, and where were you when you came in?
Okay. So, people that know me would say, Roxanne's usually wonderful, right? And for the most part, I felt like that might be true. But the last 12 years, I have been disciplined. I've been diligent about creating practices that connect me back to myself, to understanding my cognitive, behaviors, my fixations, my habits, my patterns. And so I had a very good awareness of what that looked like.
Yes.
Oh, here's what I do when I'm triggered. Here's what motivates me. Here's the emotions that I'm most familiar with. These are the ones I should, So from a self-awareness perspective, I felt like I had that. But what I was missing was, and I knew I was missing this, was this direct experience, this somatic direct experience with connecting back to my source, back to nature, back to something, bigger than myself, and to really feel my emotions. So just, my way of showing up was to protect my heart, right? And we know that comes from the childhood wound. And so again, I knew, okay, that comes from my childhood. It's the way that I navigate the world. It kept me alive, and it was just good enough, right? It's like, oh, it's good enough, but there was something that, there was this deeper knowing of like, I want to feel, and I was working very hard to feel. I was welcoming the fear, the sadness, the anger, but I couldn't really access it even. So the wonderful is like, I'm sitting in that maloka and I'm bawling, and I'm like, let that come, because I can feel, I'm feeling, right? I could feel the joy, I could feel the sadness, I could feel the anger when I was confronted with something, but it wasn't that I was going to just let it, right? It's like, I can acknowledge it, I can feel it, and then it can pass. So that's like
huge.
That's wonderful.
And the depth, there's so much of what you're saying is like, we can know things, we could still do the practices and still be in it, but unless there's this embodiment of total like, whoa, everything just shifted because I'm allowing that on a whole new level, right?
Yeah, and for me, Kim, it's like, I feel like in my life, I can adhere, I can try and follow a path, but I just didn't have any idea that what happened for me this week was even possible.
Oh, that's so important. Wow.
I wanted to believe it, right?
Yeah.
But
But that you wanted to, but it was beyond anything you even thought that was possible for you.
100%. 100%.
So how's life going to be different now with that knowing?
Well, so, your teachings are amazing. I mean, the curriculum, the support, the framework, beyond. So, a lot of the things that you talk about, and the answer is you, is, this not just the intention, which of course is important. And I feel like, again, I was kind of setting intentions, but I wasn't checking in with myself frequently enough. So I'd be like, oh yeah, here's my intention. And then, even in the evening, it was like I wasn't going back. And even being so clear and so in alignment with that intention. So that intention, and then having the space to really be still, wait for whatever's bubbling up to bubble up, and then to trust that that is my knowing. And I don't need to just be like, oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll ask so-and-so, or maybe I'll check with, well, that doesn't seem logical. All those things we do all the things the ego does to put us back to that comfort state.
But then when I say, how's that going to be different when you are in the world again, that knowing of your own self-trust, that you're listening to the inner voice within you,
yes,
to really move forward in all that you're bringing to the world.
Yeah. And
right?
So this connection to source, which again, from a cognitive, I understood coming in here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm missing. But I had no idea how to get there. Right? And so it's like, connection to this source energy, this powerful source energy, almost like this plugging in, right? And so, and then from that point, okay, now I can move forward. Now I know what direction I'm going.
Yes.
So, but it takes space.
Yep.
It takes sturdiness. It takes, resource, all of that. So.
And consistency to the practice.
Yes.
When we start to remember that, of course, we know source is always there. We know it. But that space of, I'm going to live in the practice to fulfill that intention all during the day, check in midday, bring in another practice. It's a whole nother level of trusting you and the source within you.
Yes. So much of it, the first ceremony, my intention, and of course the umbrella intention's, fabulous. And part of that intention the first night was create a trusting relationship with the medicine.
Yes.
So I kind of used that first night just to establish, okay, here's a trusting relationship, because for me, trust has been something that like, I'm not so sure I can trust the world. And, and so when I feel like that in my normal life, I do this kind of powering up, this like, okay, I'm not letting you in, right? And I can get real, confident and all of those things, right? But that's just because I'm not sure. It's that protection piece.
I have to pause on this. It's so important for everyone to hear that choice, and I haven't heard too many people articulate it that way, that your part of your intention was to create this field or build this trust with the medicine.
Yes.
So that you could aim to fulfill the intentions you came here to. So trusting the medicine, which leads to the medicine team, which leads to all the aspects of you walking in the door with, I'm cultivating trust in this room.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And which I felt I did, but really it wasn't even until maybe the third or fourth ceremony where the trust was there. But as many times as you hear, just breathe and relax, and then Leo, one of the shamans, said, relax, breathe, and have fun. Right? And by that time, and be in conversation with the medicine.
Yes.
And so by that time, again, because you're going through not just one ceremony, right? So you're learning as you're going. And so that was fun. Like I was like, oh, I'm in conversation with the medicine now.
Yes.
And she's giving me information. So, even, I know we have to hear things so many times from different people to internalize it, but that, relax, breathe, and have fun.
Love that.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true, people.
Relax, breathe, and have fun while you're in the Maloka.
Yeah.
Really creating this relationship with the medicine.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what, I don't want to say your biggest, but what was one of the miracles you experienced here besides what you just said was beautiful? Was there others that popped up for you?
Gosh, so many. Okay. Let's see. Well, oh gosh. Okay, let me see if I can put this in a succinct way. So, one of the things that I believed was keeping my heart protected,
Mm-hmm.
keeping me away from being vulnerable, was not what it was not really what was happening. What was there when I actually was able to go inside and really look was fear. And that was not what I thought was going to be there. And what I found was this very scared little girl who fear was everywhere. And so again, seeing that and being like, well, this is the last thing I thought was driving this protection.
Can I pause right there?
Yeah.
Don't forget where you're at, Roxanne. This
Yeah.
is really important as well, that you came for so much and yet you got something that you didn't know was there that cracked open.
Yeah.
Yeah, please keep going. It's just really important for everyone to
Yeah,
understand.
no, exactly. And what happened from there was then I was able to, breathe,
Mhm.
relax, have fun with it.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that's easy, but breathe, relax, and process that in ceremony. And then I was able to then access the anger.
That was behind the fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I was able to access the grief and sadness. But if I hadn't have gotten to the fear, I don't think I could have gotten to the other two.
Brilliant.
And so, and then I can't remember if it was you or someone said, no, it wasn't you, but they said, of course, you're whatever's inside is being mirrored to you, right? And so, I have a partner who I've been married for 33 years, and I can see the fear in him so easily, and I'm thinking, hello, what's been being mirrored back to you, right? This beautiful man, but it's like, so many teachings in just, again, paying attention to what the inside is reflecting outside. And so that was another big takeaway.
And thank you for breaking down the layers of, we asked for something, it shows up over here, didn't think that's what it was, but then there was layers to it, and you had the courage to go through the fear and the anger and the grief to get to the other side of it, which makes wonderment or wonderful and everything else have even more impact.
Yeah.
What other aspects of rythmia did you find? How did you find the flow from classes to ceremony to breathwork to yoga? How did you find that? What else did you enjoy?
I mean, so I was in the hospitality business for 20 years. I was in
Interesting.
hospitality sales. And so I'm always interested in just how hotels,
Yeah.
resorts operate. And I wrote on my survey this morning, people should send their employees to rythmia
Oh, I love that.
to be trained.
Wow.
The level of service here is, it's incredible. Always a smile, always a yes, no problem. Nobody explains how they're going to get it done. They just do it, which I so appreciate.
Yeah.
I mean, the rooms, the food, the yoga, the breath work, and then the curriculum.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I put 5s on my entire survey.
Oh,
Because
that's beautiful.
I was like, I can't think of anything. You are so held. You're so supported. Again, it's everything you need. This safe container, just from the doctors, from the nurses, from the shamans spend a lot of time talking about what's going to happen. And again, they repeat, but there's that repeating message. It takes a long time for that to land. So honestly, I was like, I can't think of anything that I could be like, oh, well, let me give you some feedback here.
We so appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because
The
then
curriculum's amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
It's our intention fulfilled. That Jerry's vision of everything that was to be created here, and then that all of us get to come and do everything we can to be of service for it to happen. So it's wonderful to know when it's occurring for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do I want to ask you? You love the food. Spa is amazing.
The spa is, so I've been, on my wish list has been a steam shower and cold plunge for myself.
Look at there.
And that is happening. It is so restorative. I can't even tell you. Every day I was in the steam room and the cold plunge.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, I want to ask you about this because lots of people don't realize this when you come. You come here, you enter into a room, 50, 60 people that you've never seen in your life except your friend that you came with.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you know about the relationships you create with people that are from all over the world that you didn't know before you got? Tell us about that.
Well, again, you have no idea. You hope that there's somebody that you might connect with.
Yeah.
And you hope it's like, oh, I hope there's nobody in the group that's just like bringing everyone down. Right? These are like the simple. And then of course what happens is this completely bonding, transformative experience, and we're supporting each other, and we're processing with each other. So the time that you get, at the meals or after yoga, walking around the property, the conversations you have, the synchronicities you have, those are incredibly supportive too in doing your own inner work. We can't do it alone. We cannot do the work alone. As much as it sounds easier, right? I'll just go into my little world and I'll figure it out for myself. And we just can't. And it's very hard to ask for help. But this environment of just supporting one another and you talk a lot about we're here to tell the truth, and step into our authenticity, which is so incredibly scary.
Yeah.
And for me, I felt like, well, I'm as authentic as I can be, but again, the energy blocks, they prevent you from showing up in your full potential.
Yes.
Your full life force online. So, so the relationships, we're all just, it's heartbreaking to leave everyone.
Or you say you're going to fall in love with these people, and people look at me at the beginning of the week like, how's that going to happen? Oh. And all of a sudden, everyone's falling in love, supporting each other. It's just an environment of such support. And it's really wonderful to know that it's not just those that are service here, but there's just this beautiful orchestra of who comes to Rythmia what weeks. And later, you probably look at people and go, I was supposed to be here the week you're here.
Yeah.
Because something was said by them that shifted things for you.
Well, that happened 100%.
Right?
100%. Again, the morning of the fourth ceremony, I sat with somebody who I talked to, but not in depth. And he mentions Serbia. Okay. And my grandmother's from Serbia. He's Serbian. He's like, I didn't even know if you knew where Serbia was. I was like, I do. And so we talked a little about Serbia, and who in my ceremony becomes like one of the main figures, my grandmother.
Yeah.
Right? So of course I was supposed to have breakfast with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's magic everywhere.
It's just incredible.
Good.
Incredible.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Now, you spoke about things you bring to the world in your practices. And I love that because you do Qigong daily.
I do Qigong daily. I started doing Qigong 12 years ago. I had a neck injury, and it helped profoundly with the pain management. And so I just continued to practice and then became certified because it meant, like we do, we love something and we want to share it. So I've been teaching for 6 years now.
And what is this vision you have about Shake I want to hear about that, please.
Okay. So
I got rumor from her friends that this is really important. Please tell.
So I want to start a movement called Shaking for World Peace. So I'll put a little challenge out, maybe a little challenge.
Great.
I am convinced that if we all just shook for 2 minutes a day, I don't know if I can stand up and people could see. This is going to be, just literally like shaking. Of course, we do a lot of this here at Rythmia.
Beautiful.
Right?
And shake out. What are we shaking?
Well, we're shaking. We're allowing the energy to move through the system. Yeah. Right. We're relaxing our muscles. There's a lot of tension up in the shoulders, the jaw, just in general in the body. So, but I am convinced if we all shook for 2 minutes every day, the world could be a different place. Right. Of course, if we could all come to Rythmia, it's like, wow, so what could happen then?
Come to Rythmia and shake for 2 minutes.
And shake
a day.
for 2 minutes. Yeah, but I
Beautiful.
am curious, like if everyone did that for a couple weeks, if they would even
So
notice a shift.
This is really funny, but years ago I did a talk at a spiritual center, and I was mentioning how caterpillars, hold on, when a caterpillar's in the chrysalis, to break down every bit of itself, it goes into a massive shake.
Oh, wow.
And it's part of the transformation, that it has to break everything down that was there. So
love
I
that.
called it the transformational wiggle. And I said, what if every day, so this is very funny, we're having
Yeah.
this conversation,
Yeah.
that if you're in the midst of a block or a hard thing, or here at Rythmia and something feels stuck, we're in the midst of transformation all the time. Whether we're shaking, can we move energy, wiggle, whatever it is.
Right.
You bet, because the more we're at peace, the more the world's at peace. So I'm with you. I'm going to start taking 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2
for
minutes
shake
for 2 weeks.
and put some really good music.
And then comment.
Great.
And
I'm
see.
going to check back in 2 weeks about that. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that you've been here. Have you called your, not yet, but have you talked to your friend? Or are you going to talk to your friend that told you about
Well,
coming?
this is funny. So she sent a note saying, I hope, everything went well. And just this morning, she sent a picture of, she had come with 3 other friends, and she said something to the effect of, welcome to the family, and kind of like, oh. So I haven't talked to her yet, but she did send a picture. Yeah.
Tell her we said thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Okay.
And everything you said was so perfect that I don't know that I have to ask you this, but just in case, if there's anyone who's thinking, okay, Roxanne, I think this is for me, but I'm not sure, and they're on the fence to come to Rythmia, whether they're scared, whether it still seems like I don't know, and what would you say to them?
Being scared is part of it. Like if you're scared, of course you're scared. This is not something we go and just go like, we just take lightly. It's like it's a huge decision.
Yeah.
But if that little voice is saying go, follow that. It is life changing. It's changed my life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree. It's life changing. I've been here for years and it still changes my life every
It's
week.
incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Perfect. Thank you all for joining us. Isn't she just divine? Exactly why she should be sitting right here to explain to you all that her experiences was. So as Roxanne said, as I have the joy to see you every week with, please know that Rythmia is here and we're available for you in whatever your healing process, your transformation is. Just call us. We'd love to see you here. All right. Oh, and I'll be the guest speaker in 10 days. If you can make it in the next 10 days, come on down. I'll see you intensified for a week. All right. Have a beautiful Saturday. We'll see you soon. Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. We'll see you soon. Signing off. Ciao.